I am doing the 20 tag video, if you haven't noticed by the title already. And if you did watch my video before this, I did wash my hair in the end, so it's just drying out. I just braided the top, to keep the roots tight, and letting the rest air dry. Almost dry. Okay, I'll just get straight into it. Do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to dread your hair? Yes, it was when I went to a wedding and I saw the bride. She had really gorgeous locks. They were about, I would say, midway down her back, and it was kind of blondish, brownish, auburny. It was really, really beautiful, and the way it was dyed, it looked that natural. It looked like natural highlights, even though it obviously wasn't. And I just was staring at her hair, thinking, I want my hair to look like that someday. So that was the minute it hit me. Locks are beautiful, because I think before then I never really saw manicured locks. So after that, I actually, started doing research. I joined Naturality, and I started looking more into it, because to me, when I heard locks or dreads, I just used to think, Bob Marley, freeform locks, stuff like that. So when I saw her with manicured locks on her wedding day, I was like, wow, like that is going to be me someday. What method, if any, did you use to start your locks? I used, well, I started initially with comb coils. I got them done at the salon. That was actually the first time I went to the salon in my life. And they started to unravel after a few days, so I ended up starting my locks with braids. How old are your locks? They are 3 years, 7 months. What is the length of your longest dread and the shortest? The longest one is at the front here somewhere, and I measured it already. Last time I measured it, it's about 12 inches. The shortest one is about 6 inches, somewhere behind here. Here it is. About 6 inches, this one. Do you have any dreads that are especially unique, strange, or awesome? To be honest, I would say all of them, because, I wouldn't be able to pick out each individual one, but sometimes I'm running my hand to my head and I will feel one. I'm so familiar with the shape. Each one has its own little shape, because as I mentioned before, when you interlock, you might get, the occasional lump and bump, and I did combine some of mine, so they're a bit, misshapen, but I like that. I like that it has a bit of, character to it. How many dreads do you have currently, and is it the same number that you started with? I have 116, and it's not the same number I started with. I can't remember how many I started with, because I didn't count them at the time, but I definitely combined since then. I've lost a few since then, and I've made some new ones, out of baby hair and out of fuzz in between the locks and everything. So, but I think 116 should probably be my final number, because they're, it's over 3 years, so they're quite mature now. What shampoo or other products do you use on your dreads? I use Herbal Essences shampoo. I use a clarifying one. I don't really use anything else from them. I use VO5 essential oils as well. And I also use Pantene Pro V Nature Infusion. I'm not really loyal to shampoos. I but I but I don't put all on my hair at the same time either. I usually start with one and then finish it off with the clarifying shampoo. So I only use about two at the same time, if anything. I also use vinegar to soak my hair every now and then. I did that this month. This wash. And for restyling and twisting, I use organic root stimulator gel. How often do you wash your dreads? Every 2 weeks. How do you do any regular maintenance on your dreads? Yes, I wash and retwist every 2 weeks, and I interlock every 2 months. What are your favorite beads or other decorations? I like to see those silver clip-on beads. I bought some, but I haven't even gotten the time to put them on. Maybe I will one of these days. But I do like how those looks. I like how beads look and everything. But I just haven't gotten around to it, to be honest. If your dreads had their own personal motto, what would it be? I would say probably like don't give up on us, you know, so many things like that, because there's so many times I did want to cut off my hair, and in the end I decided against it. But you know, the first year is very, very hard, and even after it matures, you do have some bad days when your hair just does not want to, you know, be your friend. I've had numerous dreams where I've cut off my hair, and then I wake up, you know, thinking I'm about to cry, like, why did you cut off your hair? And it turns out I didn't. So I mean, yeah, I would say don't give up, and I mentioned it many times before. Don't give up until at least 2 years. The first year is hard. My sister's advice to me was don't give up after 2 years. So that's what I pass on to other people, because the first year is hard. So just get past the first year, and once you get past the second year, you're home free. You are home free. Next question: if you could start a new set of dreads, would you do anything differently? He, yeah, I think I would rely. No, rely is the wrong word. I would use braids a bit more. I did my hair in braids once, and it was nice because my hair looked nice, while the whole time, you know, my hair was locking underneath. So that definitely helped. And like I said, the first year is quite tough. So I think, you know, doing braids, it doesn't have to be anything, you know, too tight. You can use yarn braids, or, you know, the kinky twist, something like that. You know, basically I would make use of protective styles for the first year, because the first year it was horrible. It was horrible, and I wasn't happy with how my hair looked at all. If is there anything else unique about your appearance other than dreadlocks? I wouldn't say so. I have pretty normal piercings. I don't have anything out of the ordinary. I have one little itsy bitsy tattoo that's restricted access. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything that's unique. How many people do you know personally with locks? I know quite a few. And I mean, the closest to me, I would say my sister, my mother, my best friend, you know, and some of his friends have locks, some of my sister's friends have locks. My uncle's wife has locks, so I know quite a handful. How many employers have turned you down for having dreads? Any wanted you because of your dreads? I'll have to say no to both of them. I think I've only been about 2 interviews since I've had locks, because I was studying for the most part. And then when I got my placement, 'cause I had to do a 1 year placement when I was studying, and I had an afro. So I started locks when I was at that job already. And I came back, the place where I work now is that same job. So they took me back, they already knew me. So I think my hair didn't matter. But as far as I know, I haven't been turned down because of my hair. What's the weirdest question you've gotten about your dreads? That's a whole other video, because questions that people ask me, like, sometimes it shocks me, but most of them are like, do you wash your hair? How do you wash your hair? How does your hair look when you take it out? How long does your hair look when you take it out? How do you do that? How do you twist it? What do you mean you twist it? How do you get it to look like that? Can I touch it? Um, you know, is that your hair? So it's endless. It's really endless, and people are curious, because I think, okay, when they see Bob Marley, when I try to explain to them, like, okay, you know, Bob Marley has dreadlocks, and I was like, well, mine are just manicured. Like, I style them. Like, he just let his grow freely. You know, they still really don't understand. So the questions are endless, and I think I actually might do a video about that. Anyways, have you ever been in a freak accident or embarrassing moment involving your dreads? Yes, I've lost 5 dreads on my hair because I've been, you know, trying to do stuff to them that I shouldn't have been doing to them. So I have 2 on that side, 2 in the back, and what else? 2 in the back, and then 1 here at the front. I've shown you guys loads of times, so I don't even think I really need to show you here. This one, you can see it's a bit weak there because it's, you know, floppy, but where it gets thin here in the middle, this is actually, it's good because it shows you how long, or rather how short my hair is when it happened, and I just interlocked it at the base to save it, and then this is all the growth I've had since then. And I like, if imagine if this is the lock, I just cut it like that, and I was trying to trim it and make it thin, and I did that on about 4 locks on my head. And next when I washed my hair just fell out because I just weakened the, you know, whatever it is that was, I weakened the structure of the lock, so they just fell off. Have you done that already? Do you have any dreaded role models? There are quite a few because I have loads of pictures saved on my computer and stuff like that. But I am in love with Narissa Irvin. She's beautiful. Her hair is beautiful. I just love her. What dreaded YouTubers could you see yourself hanging out in real life? I would have to say, in no particular order, Bronze Goddess, Cheska Lee, J Renesi, Apples and Mustard, Zaylock. I think he was actually one of the first locked YouTubers I signed up to. Royal 11, Barbadian, and there's just a lot. Most of the people I'm subscribed to, if you look at my subscriptions, there's pretty much everyone there. Mocha 99, I like her as well. And who are you gonna tag? I will tag everyone because when I am not tagged in other people's videos, I do feel a bit left out, even though I still end up tagging myself anyways. So I do tag everyone. I hope this video is within the 15-minute limit because this is the second time I'm filming this. So bye bye.